First opened in 2017, there's a look at the beautiful state-of-the-art Mercedes-Benz Stadium here in Atlanta, GA. Today, it's week 4, and we've got what should be a great one here, as it'll be the Carolina Panthers taking on the Atlanta Falcons. Young Wei Koo all set to do the honors, and we are underway from Atlanta. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23. It'll be Sanders to begin the drive. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Their first play from scrimmage is a pickup of 13. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him.
Right back to Sanders on first down. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 14 yards, good for a Panther first down. Absolutely no trouble moving the ball on the ground on the first 2 plays from scrimmage.
Absolutely. You know what I really like? Same guy carrying the ball in both plays, and what drives me crazy is when a back has a nice run, he taps his helmet to go out of the game. I would want the ball again and again and again because you've established really nice momentum, and now you're seeing the field really well.
And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
They'll try to throw now. Young. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete. These two teams, they met in Charlotte earlier in the year with the Panthers coming out on top. So a win here in Atlanta would give them the season sweep. Young's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. A give running left. It's Sanders. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. You talk about this Falcon defense. They enter play here 24th in the league against the run.
One thing you do know, they'll be fired up because they're facing a top 5 rushing attack. And even if they have early success against them, they got to remember they got to sustain it because teams that are top 5, they don't stop running the ball if they don't get things done early.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 23. A 3rd down conversion with a strong gain of 14.
Here you go, set.
He completes this one to Mingo. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary, figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal. Now here's Young. The quick slant caught. Well, hang on now. We're going to pause here. We've got an injured player. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. Looking to cash in on this opening drive. Here's 3rd and goal. Sanders is in. Touchdown, Carolina. Eddie Pinheiro now for the extra point. And this will be good to give the Panthers a 7-0 lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Now a first carry here for Robinson. He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4, 2nd down. You look at this Carolina defense. They're trying to cover up some holes in the secondary. Right now, bottom 5 in the league against the pass at number 28.
And those are the kind of plays that this unit needs to make because they know that going against a team of this magnitude and the way that they're playing, they cannot afford to let them get on the road.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
A tough spot here. 3rd and 15. From the gun, it's Lance. Oh, that is incomplete.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
The punt team on now as Pinion sends this one away. 33 yards is the distance on the punt there. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 72 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. One thing's for sure, this defense has to figure out how to stop the ground game. He's eating him up here in the first quarter.
It looks like they have to go to different forces, aren't they? The conventional things aren't working too well. So I remember a coach of mine saying way back when a back's having a great game, you've got to get the ball out of his hands. See how far he can run without the ball. And what he meant was takeaways, not get loose, because maybe you can't just stop him with just regular tackling.
Play 3 of the drive not as successful. They go backwards after those 2 first-down gains. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. Out of the gun, it's Young. Open man is Mingo, complete. Touchdown! Jonathan Mingo, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Panthers are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead. Pinheiro's extra point up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. They start on the ground with Robinson here. And he'll get this to the 32. Well, this defense for the Panthers, they were terrific a week ago in that victory over Tampa Bay, Charles.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there, and they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
Throwing now is Lance. Short throw caught by Pitts. Powering his way forward and able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 15 yards, 1st down, Atlanta.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Meanwhile, Lance is thrown into the hands of Pitts here. Touchdown, Falcons! Kyle Pitts, 53 yards. And the Falcons are back within a score. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that'll make our score 14-7. Touchdown. Here's Koo to kick off. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. So for this offense, Charles, remember, drive 1 made it to the end zone. Drive 2 resulted in the touchdown as well. Now they'll try to make it 3 for 3.
Yeah, and you know, they told us all week that this was the plan and this is what they wanted to execute, but did they really believe it would happen this well, this efficiently? I know they'll take it, and afterwards they'll say, there's never a doubt in our minds we were going to be successful in this one.
Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Panther football to start quarter number 2 as they've got it 2nd and 7.
Ready. Ready.
They'll run with Sanders. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 85 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. Young on 1st down. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
It's a 2nd down run with Sanders. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Give him 18. It's a Carolina 1st down.
Okay, right?
Young now. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. That's Zach Harrison who forced his way in to drop it.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Young. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. And Charles got off with his defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down, then they force an incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Young. And that ball incomplete, nearly intercepted. Took a chance with that one. It'll lead to a 4th down. Madden rising now on to punt this one away. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. This will be fielded at the 17. That'll go as a punt of 32 yards. And it will be Falcon football.
Here we go, set.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Now Lance throwing on 2nd down. A throw taken in by Tyler Wallace. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. His first catch, good for 14 there and a 1st down. Here's Lance. That one almost intercepted, but it's incomplete. Not a good throw there, and it'll be 2nd down. The Falcons at 1-2 through the first 3 weeks of the season. And they got off to the good start, but then 2 straight losses since.
And now you start to wonder about what this does for a team's morale, how it affects their psyche, because let's face it, you work all summer pointing toward that opening game, you get the win, but then you don't carry it on from there. How will they bounce back from these losses and try and get right?
On 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely, just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, he did everything but hold on to it. But a nice play defensively, and now it brings up 4th down. So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to punt this one away. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and it will be the Panthers' ball, 1st and 10. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
On 2nd down, Young again. And that's incomplete.
This defense has passed its first 2 tests by forcing back-to-back incompletions. They know there's probably another throw coming out 3rd down. Let's see if they decide to force the issue with sending people on a blitz.
The Panthers on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Young. That ball nearly intercepted, but he could not hang on. Oh, pick there certainly would have been nice. Instead, at least, it'll be 4th down. And here's Matt Ariza now. Fielded at about the 28. 7 yards on the return after a punt of 39. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. And he's got it up over the 40 to the 41. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Well, I think after that run, the defense is getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
On 2nd down, another shot for Robinson. Oh, some strong running. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first. They had a chance to limit his yardage, but he was able to fight off that tackle.
So it's not just the responsibility of the guys who missed the tackles along the way. It's all 11 on defense, able to stop this guy, unable to do it on that play. They've got to find a way. How about his...
Looking there for Pitts, but intercepted. Picked off by Von Bell. And the Panthers are going to take possession here at their own 33. When the rookie QB gets his first touchdown pass, that's one you put in the trophy case. First career interception, that's going to be one he wants to forget.
Yeah, and he's not going to go ask for the football, right? Yeah, you can keep that one. The key for him, what does he learn from it? When he watches the tape, does he have an answer right now where he already understands what mistake he made? That's what the coaches are going to want to know, and that's what they'll grill him on and see how he grows from it.
From the 41, this is 2nd and a yard. They give it off here to the tight end. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Young off the bootleg. On the move to his left. He's got Mingo. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
They'll bring a tight end in motion left. They'll play fake. Now Young. And a dangerous throw there, incomplete. He threw that into coverage. It was nearly intercepted.
It certainly looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
On the counter now is Sanders. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. Backed up here, a tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Young on 3rd down. He'll get it inside the 20. And they'll get to him short of the first down at about the 16. So 8 yards on the completion there. And that's going to make it 4th down. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter. 14-7. So Young will head to the sideline, and on is Pinheiro for the Panther field goal. From the right hash, this from 33. This is up and good from Pinheiro. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach turned his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. In their previous drive, they threw the out here.
Yeah, you're right about that. Up until that last play, everything was working pretty well for this offense, gaining chunks of yardage, getting first downs, really making a push for the end zone, and looked like they had a nice rhythm going. Now you got to have a short memory here. Don't focus on the interception. Focus on what came before it and get back to it.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And that one off the mark behind it, incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Now a 2nd and 10. Hand off to Robinson out of the shotgun. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The CD a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but, man, his first step is so quick, too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
He's got his pass-catching tight end. That's Pitts. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a 2nd and just a few inches left.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Now Stanton. Going for Kyle Pitts again. He's got him again. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size, can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
Stanton sets up the screen to Robinson. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 12 more yards there and another first down.
But they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another first down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
A 1st and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a one-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Here's 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, they give to Robinson. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. Those are the types of runs they told us they want to see more of. Look, they'd love the 60 to 70-yard runs, but those 10 to 20-yarders, they can help you win a ball game.
And that means everyone's invested because you know the big guys up front, that's what they do. They try and move people. But when you get your perimeter guys involved downfield, that means that they care about the running game and they know it helps their team.
Touchdown, Falcons! Tyler Wallace, a 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Falcons get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Koo able to connect on the extra point. And it leads down to a field goal at 17-14. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
They'll come up on a 2nd and 7 from the 27. Young working out of the gun. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there. It's 3rd down. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Now Young. That is caught. Gets by him, and now a little daylight. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. A field goal the difference. 17-14 is the score. Back underway here now in this 3rd quarter. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the 3rd quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together, come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the 3rd quarter.
2nd and 10. And Lance now to throw. And that nearly intercepted. It's incomplete. Now remember, he had a pick earlier, but couldn't reel that one in.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
Throwing is Lance on 3rd down. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
And so many times we look at the opening drive in the 3rd quarter as a tone setter, and many coaches do emphasize it, and that's a strong performance there defensively to force incompletion and, more importantly, force a quick punting situation.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And it's fielded at the 34. It'll be a 39-yard punt, give them a good 10 yards on the return, and they will take over 1st and 10. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. In motion right is Mingo. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Carl Lawson with a little how do you do as he gets in there for the sack.
Well, partner, we know they came out of the locker room down on the scoreboard, but I will guarantee you the defensive side of the ball got super emotional. They can come out and play with aggressiveness, with fury, because they don't have to be quite as precise, and it paid off for them on that play, didn't it?
Sure did. Excellent play, really setting the tone for this third quarter.
On the jet sweep, this is Mingo.
And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
Well, they gave up a few yards there, but all in all, I think it's a pretty nice job defensively against the jet sweep. If they don't slow him up, he might take it to the house, so they'll take that play every time on the defensive side of the ball.
And he cannot get away, and Young will go down.
And now after that sack, we'll pause here a moment because someone was shaken up on that play. Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break.
On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Taken from just outside the 30. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive.
Second down and a little more than a yard here.
They'll run again here with Robinson. Now Robinson coughs up the football. It's loose. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover.
Lance now on 1st down.
And his throw is incomplete.
Well, struggles continue. Open targets, and he keeps missing them, pressing way too much. He may have a big arm, but until he learns how to harness it and have some touch, he's going to continue to struggle.
Second down and a run by Robinson.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
They have 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw him for a loss.
3rd down and 13. Lance looking to throw it.
And a throw there going to be incomplete.
Coverage was awfully tight there on 3rd down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
Here's Bradley Pinion now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. Taken in at the 11. 31 yards on the punt there. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys are tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. Now Young. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Oh, that ball's just hanging up there, waiting to be intercepted. That was doomed from the start, but he took the deep shot anyway. Unfortunately, it winds up incomplete.
They'll try and run for it with Sanders. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. Another run here with Sanders. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. Now Sanders. 121 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
So where will that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
Steps away to his left. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
He's been patient this entire game, waiting for the perfect moment to surprise them with a quarterback keeper. There he catches him off guard and converts his first rush of the game into a 1st down. Gotta love that efficiency.
Open man is Mingo, complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 15 yards there for number 15. Was that a design pass, or what was that?
It was built into the play call. He had the opportunity to either hand it inside, keep it himself to run it, or do what he just did. Throw that pass inside, hitting a receiver on the run.
Takes this to the 32, maybe the 31, and then the defense rallying quickly after that broken tackle. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it's 2nd down. They go back to the ground with Sanders. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
Well, this has been a long drive. In fact, it's eaten up a good chunk of the 3rd quarter, which is precisely what you want when you're playing with the lead. You control the football, you control the clock, and impose your will on the defense.
A 1st down throw for Young. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Kenneth Murray came in there hard on the blitz and got him down 9 yards behind the line of scrimmage. They'll run with Sanders up the middle. They get 2 yards back, but they're going to need a lot more than that here on 3rd down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think Dublin here has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
They converted twice on 3rd down that drive already, but couldn't make it a 3rd. We always talk about in-game adjustments. How about what the defense did there, able to shut them down on that attempt?
And that will line up just short. He had it on line. It ran out of gas at the end, and that will keep this a 3-point game. But listen, now no kick from 50-plus is a gimme, but here you're indoors in a dome. You'd think ideal conditions.
Yeah, and it's one that he would expect himself to make, not just us expecting him to make it. Over the years, my theory is very simple. The athletic ability of kickers continues to get better and better. Check their background. They were all county, all state, and other positions, not just soccer players. These guys expect themselves to be great as well.
He continues to be effective running the football, a big reason that they have the lead.
And I loved one of the quotes that I read about him where he said of himself, "I love it when a team just hops on my back and I just carry them along."
Back to Robinson now on first down.
And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. 3 quarters in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Atlanta. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. The Lance going to throw. Got his man there. It's Wallace complete. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. The previous play, they barely got back to the line of scrimmage. Now they pick up over 30 yards.
Well, this is where an offense needs to show what it's made of. And, in fact, where a quarterback needs to show what he's made of. Trying to engineer a 4th quarter comeback, and he hits a big one right there.
Ready? On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 92 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
On 2nd down, another shot for Robinson.
And he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown.
Bijan Robinson, his 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Falcons have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter.
Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that will make this a 4-point game.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. This fielded right at the goal line. And he will make it back to the 15, and that's it. Good coverage there by the kick team.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go.
The pressure is on now. They're being shut out here in the 2nd half after a decent first half offensively. And they need their best drive of the game right here.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
They'll go again with Sanders. And he'll get this past the 20 as he gets about 4.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Looking to throw, Young. Short throw underneath to Hurst. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. First time they've looked his way in this game. He comes through picking up the first. Young now.
That's over the middle to Schoonmaker.
That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and that'll make it 2nd down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
Not a whole lot of room to maneuver there, and I think that's because everyone took care of their responsibilities, filled their gaps, held their place. No place for him to run.
Yeah, look good. Everything got funneled to the nose tackle. They swallowed him up.
And he is going to have the Panthers first down as they're able to convert, albeit not by much, on 3rd and a yard.
Brandon, this can be so demoralizing for a defense. They've had 2 opportunities to get off the field. They haven't gotten it done. So now your coordinator, he's going to call every blitz that he has, any type of exotic, something that they haven't seen before. And he's also telling the defensive lineman, don't worry about holding people up. Just get in gaps and try to make a big play.
And not only not getting off the field on 2 opportunities, clock continuing to run.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
Here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. Going for a gain of 7. That brings up 3rd and 5 now. That's a staple in this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Already a pair of 3rd down conversions for them on this drive, but right now they need 5 yards on this 3rd down try. Now here's Young. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And that's going to be good for another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 27-yard line. Excellent play there on 3rd down. Give them 25 yards. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Throwing, Young. He shakes him off. Throw is caught by Schoonmaker. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8.
And that's why defensive coaches preach swarming to the football. It's usually going to take more than one guy to get that big man down.
And it did right there. Multiple broken tackles, but they eventually get him down. A give running left. It's Sanders. And a couple of yards as they move it from the 21 to the 19.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
On 3rd down, they'll run it with Sanders. Well, they needed 2. They could only get 1. 4th down.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game. And while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
Who wants it more? This is 4th and a yard.
Going for it with Sanders. And he picks up the 1st down yardage as he takes it down to the 16.
Let's go now.
Young quickly to the flat. Touchdown, Panthers. Jonathan Mingo with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year.
And the Panthers answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a 4th quarter lead.
They get 1 more as the extra point's up and good. So it's now a 3-point game here in the closing stages as a field goal now can only tie it. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. And he is out of bounds as they'll start up past the 30.
This is 1st and 10. Here's Lance.
That'll be caught. Wallace hauls it in. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 30 before being taken down.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Now Lance.
And he will find Ridley. That's complete. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now.
Now flags come flying in. One of the Falcons moved early. Expect this from the visiting team when playing indoors, but not the home team.
They're supposed to get all the advantages, right? The home crowd's supposed to help them. They forgot where they were, perhaps.
Let's go.
Penalties not what they needed here. 1st and 15.
Ready.
Lance back to throw. Into the hands of London.
Oh, no, he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, that simply is a missed opportunity. They're in position. If they take the ball downfield and score, they've got a chance to win the game. Instead, they cough it up. I don't think next week at practice is going to be a whole lot of fun for him.
On the other side, no bigger time to force a turnover when you've got that small lead.
Yeah, and when you look at it from the offense's perspective, taking care of the ball is so important. I know they're going to have all kinds of ball security drills in practice all next week.
And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out.
And if it wasn't over before, it is now. Looking for that one final first down. They got it and then some. And if they play things right from here on out, that should just about assure them a victory.
So the big play gets them across midfield now for 1st and 10. Up the middle they go with Sanders.
Oh, that one well designed as he'll take this down to the 30-yard line. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
I like that run right there, partner. Not the flashiest run, not the one that's going to break for big yardage, but he understands the situation, and taking care of the football, paramount, and he got it done.
Nursing that slim lead, you're exactly right. Hold on to that ball. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college. And how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call. They'll try and run for it. And he is going to be out of bounds a mile away from that yellow line, and that will become a turnover on downs. So this one is over. A victory for Carolina. And we talk so much about the turnover battle, determining who wins, who loses. This game, no exception. Air-free football, no turnovers at all, and they win it.
So this is one you don't have to convince your team that what you're saying is accurate. And you know what I'm talking about. Head coach always stands up in front of the team and says, guys, if we do this, this, and this, we'll win. And usually they say if we win the turnover battle,